Be immensely proud with the news this afternoon that Kieran Brining, Harry Shackleton and Daniel Edwards have been called up to the England youth squad to face France.
Yeah, absolutely delighted, Mick. Myself and John have known since Tuesday. And John let the guys know, but said we had to keep it under wraps. So absolutely delighted for them kids. They've worked really hard. And it's a credit to all the hard work that they've put in to get their selection in the final 22-man squad.
I mean, what attributes do the three players in question bring to the playing environment here at Tong and also out on the field?
The main environment they've all got is they're all quality human beings, they're good people, and that's massive credit to the parents and the nurturing that they've had from their amateur clubs. Harry and Daniel both come from Hunslet Warriors, and Kieran Brining is a West Bowling product. So, the guys back in the community game have done tremendously with them. They're good people, and they're very talented rugby league players as well.
I think that old adage, if you play hard, train hard, you will be rewarded.
That's it, yeah. A few months ago now we sat down and spoke with John and we identified 4 players. We sent 4 players to the England 55-man training squad. We sent them with the best wishes of the club and just told them to go and enjoy themselves and express themselves a little bit as well. Unfortunately, Tom Berry got injured. And he's recently had a shoulder operation which has ruled him out of the squad. So there's a little bit of a bitter one there, but the other 3 have done themselves and the club and the parents, and the community came immensely proud by their efforts and they warrant their selection as well.
You'd fair to say Tom Berry would have been joining the trio?
I like to think so, mate, but I am a bit biased. I've got to admit, Tom's a talented player as well, and he's a good bloke as well. So I'm sure he wouldn't have been there or thereabouts, but unfortunately injuries happen in this game, and Tom's well on his road to recovery, and we're helping him with that, and he'll be all the better for it.
And obviously the 3 players mentioned, Mark, along with some of the other young players that have signed their first professional contract with a club, they're now going to leave the scholarship and they're going to go under Lee Beattie in the academy side.
They are, yeah. So they leave, myself and Chunk and Barnesy who do a great job as well with me, in the scholars sort of thing. But the good thing with the way the academy runs at this place is the hard work that they've put in with the likes of Rob Pullen and Vitali and people like that in the gym, overseen by Adam Simpson. Then people are still going to be involved with it. Obviously, I assist Lee, so I'll still be involved with them, and Lee's always there and thereabouts, especially on scholarship game days, and puts an interest in as well. So everything's familiar. They come back next week. They've had a break for their exams. They come back next week and they'll start a 12-week training programme, which we hope to have them in the right condition to be ready for under-19s rugby come pre-season.
We talk about the players, Matt. How are you developing as a coach here at the Bradford Bulls under Lee Beattie, John Bastian and of course John Kieran? I feel I'm progressing well. I get regular updates from John and both Johns, Big and Little John, and from Lee as well. So I'm enjoying my time. I love working at the club. I'm a Bradford lad, so I'm just concentrating on being the best I can be for the lads that I work with, really. And looking ahead to 2019, you're going to get a fresh batch of scholarship players coming in.
What we'll do now, the way it works is I'll get the under-15s guys. They'll obviously move up to the under-16s. And again, they've been working with Chunk and Barnesy, for the last 12 months, who've done a terrific job with them kids. So there's a lot of potential in there as well. There's some really talented players in there. John and Robin have been working really hard in the background, and they've just nearly finished the recruitment of the next bunch of under 14s as they are now, but become under 15s next year.
And obviously all that hard work, Mark, that yourself, Lee Beattie, John Bastian, Robin Sharp, Adam Simpson put in here at Tong, it's quite rewarding when you see the players that have gone through the Bradford Academy conveyor belt, and you see players like Oliver Wilson, Rowan Mills potentially knocking on the door of the first team.
It is, mate. Yeah, it's one of the reasons we do this. To look at our academy as a League One club and see 5 England internationals in an academy set up, between the 19s and 16s, I think it's unbelievable. But again, it's not an accident. It's not happened by accident. It's happened because all 5, including Rowan and Oliver Wilson, deserve the shot. They've worked really hard to get where they are. And we work hard as staff. You know, we're pretty tight. We're not blessed with hundreds and hundreds of numbers, but what we are is we're very, very tight, and we're very, very, you know, meticulous in what we do. You know, it gets planned down to the T, and at this moment in time we're delivering, and it's looking fruitful.